Hi, thank you for checking out my video. My name is Josa, and today I'm going to show you how to decorate glassware. So let's get started. First, you're going to need any kind of glassware you need to decorate. And basically we're glittering them. Today we're going to decorate them with glitters. I have tall glass. This is like a 7-inch tall. And then I also have like this 2-ounce or about 3 inches tall glass. I also actually use some wine glass, and I also have like a canning jar also over there. Depends on whatever you want to decorate. You also need a sponge brush. I got this at Walmart, and I prefer this because it sort of gives it like a more smooth finish when you brush it versus a paintbrush. But it's optional for you to have one also, because this helps with the cleanup later, and I'll show you how to do that. You need your choice of glitter. Today I'm doing gold because it's for my best friend's wedding. This is her color theme, so this is what I'm doing. You need a disposable paper plate or any kind of disposable plate like. You need an obviously large enough table to cover all your mess, and you want to cover it with plastic or newspaper, whatever, to keep your space, where they don't get all over. Then you need a Mod Podge. I got this at Walmart. I think this size was $7. I think a smaller size would be like about $4. You also need a duct tape, and it's about a 2-inch thick, but I'm only using half of it. And as you can see on example, and I'll show you how you guys, you basically can have a lot more use for it by doing that. And it's optional for you to have like a knifey thingy to clean up later, and I'll show you how to do that also. And I am using a mask to make sure that I'm not breathing what I'm making, and also a protective eyewear. It's optional, you don't have to, but it's ideal because you never know what affects how it will affect you. So you want to do that, and wear something comfortable that you don't mind getting dirty. Okay, so it's my first video, so let's get started. So bear with me because I've never done a video before, but I've seen a lot of videos on glittering things on YouTube, and I just thought that they're not as helpful as I hope I can be. So enjoy, and let's get started. Okay, so we need a glassware, and with the duct tape, since I'm only using half of it, it sort of tear up on its own. When you meet kind of where it's together, you can just kind of hold the other half and then keep going. And you don't even need a scissor because you can kind of just tear it off with your hands. And there you go. So there is a smooth finish and also a rough finish. You want the side to be where your paint is going into. So you want to make sure that the smooth side is where you're painting into or decorating. The rough side is where you're not going to touch. Okay? And you kind of want to just shape it up. Make sure that it's also even with the others that you're making or you've made, so that they're, they're not off. That's how it looks. You can adjust it to make sure they look even to you. You can do measurement if you want to be technical. I don't do measurements. Or I try sometimes, but it's kind of a lot of work, so it's up to you. Then at the bottom part, again, the smooth finish is where you're going to decorate, and the rough finish is at the bottom. So you do that. And the good thing about this duct tape is you can readjust. We can readjust, reshape, reform, whatever, to make sure that your decoration is working. So this is how it's going to look like. Cool. Then you get your sponge brush and your Mod Podge. Keep in mind that Mod Podge dry really fast, so you want to just do portion at a time, because otherwise it might not stick as well. So with the brush, You want to just brush portion at a time. So you see, you want to try not to put as much glue on the duct tape because, you know, the glitter will glue into it too. So you want to avoid having to put glue in it because you kind of don't want to waste a lot of glitter because you never know how much you end up going to use, and I really don't like going back to the store and getting more supplies. So with the paper plate, it will catch all the glitters. So you glitter it up. So all that excess glitter, tap it up a little bit, get rid of all that excess glitter, and later we'll do a cleanup to make sure we have a clean finish. Then you get the brush again, you dip it at the Mod Podge again, in the Mod Podge rather, and wherever you ended earlier, you kind of want to just have a clean brush stroke. You can brush over the glitter that is already in there. That's okay to do. Don't be afraid to do that. And brush the next side. You want to kind of make sure that you brush where the duct tape is because it will leave a straight line. And if you don't, then, you know, you'll see what you've done. And if it doesn't look that great, you can always retouch it. Okay, so you got the idea? All right. So, once it's finished, you want to just let it sit for a few minutes, kind of let it dry, and this is how it'll look. Okay. And now you're ready to take out the duct tape. You want to keep it where your paper plate is to sort of catch that extra glitter. Just try and be careful not to put the duct tape on the bucket of all the glitters because it will take away all the rest of the glitters that you want to sort of recycle and keep. Alright, so this duct tape is now trash. That's why I have that pile. The other thing you can do is you can do a preliminary cleanup. And that's this paintbrush is sort of good for. So with the duct tape on, you can do it to sort of like conserve more glitter, but it's up to you. It's not necessary because it's sort of glued in there just like how it is in the glass. But you can do that. So this is part of the cleanup. You just kind of brush your glass to get rid of all that extra glitter and make a cleaner finish. And then you take the duct tape out. And that's why you need the protective eyewear, eye gear to kind of protect you from all that stuff. Because it's flying all over the place. Then you need this sharp knife. Not the sharp end, you're not going to use it, but just like the tip of it. And you can see that there might be some like glue residue that you can kind of clean off. And make your glass sort of more clean finish. Gonna use your fingers to just sort of clean it up. And ta-da! That's done. You could put water in it and have a floating candle, or you could put a tea light, or you could use it as a flower base, whatever you want. Whoa. Okay, the other thing that I have done is this wavy sort of design. Now, if you have sort of an artist kind of hand, you can do a free brush. And that's what I just kind of came up with it on my own. So what you do is when you put the glue, you don't want to over glue it. So it's not like dripping with glue. You want to just, you can kind of just get rid of a little bit of that glue. And just do your wave pattern. So you're kind of just drawing into the glass. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. So, again, because the Mod Podge sort of dry really fast, you want to just do like one wave at a time type. It's up to you. Whatever you can kind of work with. So, this one example. And you do your glitter all over it. Woohoo! Glitter it up. And you tap it, get rid of all that glitter excess. And again, do not be afraid to paint over the glitter to do the next design. So just kind of brush the glass and you do your next wave. I hope you guys can see that. And get away. Very fun project, just a lot of mess and a lot of work. Depending on how much you're making, it really depends. Okay, so you kind of do it like that. And the finish, again, like I showed you, looks just like this. Cool. Oh, and then clean up. Get your brush again. And you brush away all that excess glitter to give you like a clean finish. Ta-da! I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope so. And then you can use a tea light. Put it in there. And you need a lighter. You don't have it, so I can't find a lighter. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you have any question, hit me up. Thank you. Bye-bye.